Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Scott with Kingdom Gold, and tonight's Skill Set Saturday is brought to you by this book right here. This book is one of the best books about online sales, online presence, how to reach out to your customer through relationships and building a rapport with your customers. Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. Absolutely fantastic book. Definitely recommend this on hard copy and on Audible if you can. I like to get the double dose of, it's actually him, not this one actually, but the narrator on this one actually does a very good job of portraying the content of the book, like at least how I think Russell would do it. If you just Google Russell Brunson, he's got a lot of videos, and just give him a lot of credit because he just does a really good job explaining some of the basic concepts of how to reach out to your customer, how to establish rapport with your customer. So expert secrets, okay? And actually in the comments below this video, I'm going to post a link on how you can get the hard copy version of this for, I think $8, which is like free plus shipping. So um, that wanted to start the video off with that expert secrets. And tonight's topic, okay, this is Skill Set Saturday, right? So we are talking about Epiphany Bridges. Epiphany Bridges. Quick story. I like to give you guys a little behind the scenes sometimes, and I actually spelled it Epiphany Bridges until I saw it on camera. I was like, "What the heck is an epiphany?" So, note to self: whenever you're doing videos, you got to spell check yourself, or people, the whole internet will think you're an idiot. Okay. All right. So we're talking about how do you interface with your customers? How do you build rapport? How do you get them to trust you? How do you and I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, how do you present yourself as someone who they should even listen to? Like, why should they trust you at all? You got to remember that, especially when you're marketing your product or your service, your whole goal is to show that um, that people should pick you before they pick anyone else. Okay, that they would have to be an idiot to pick someone else for whatever product or service that is besides you. They would have to be just totally bonkers. Okay, and I never get an opportunity to say the word bonkers, so there it is. So how do we do that? Well, this is you. Okay, that is a terrible eyeball. Let's try this again. And you're happy, right? That is a very creepy looking stick man. I'm actually going to redo that face. Okay. Let's try this again. Dot, dot, and still creepy, but okay, I guess we'll move on. All right. So this is you. Okay. You're over here and you're happy. Why? Because you understand the value of your product or your service or whatever you do. Okay, you understand the value. You know that it can help people. It can sometimes, depending on the product, it can change people's lives. um, you know what you have to offer. Your customers, on the other hand, they are over here and they are on this side of the fence. Okay, and they are wondering like, what do I need to do about this particular problem? Okay. And what you are trying to do is you are trying to bridge the gap. Okay. You are trying to build a bridge between where they are, but to where you are. Okay. Do, 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 do. I know that you guys look on my YouTube videos for all of this incredibly talented artwork that I have. Okay. So, how do you get your customer to cross the bridge from where they are to where you're at over here? You are over here. You are maybe you're experiencing your product or your service, or you are like you're actively using it, or you just know that the value you provide, something like that. Okay, how do you communicate the idea that this customer needs to walk across that bridge to where you are? Okay, now what's really important here, all right, want to kind of make a distinction. A lot of people think that to do something like this, you have to slash your price. Okay. They think that you have to go from this to this. And that is totally bogus. Okay. I've done a video on how to compete on value, not on price. maybe I need to do an updated one. But you never want to do that, okay? And the reason is because you want someone to join your idea or whatever, come buy your product, come you go to your restaurant, use your service, whatever. You want them to get it in their head right there. Boom. You want them to have the epiphany that you did, right? The only way that you're going to influence people's behavior and what they do is if you change it in their mind, okay? As a man thinks, so is he, right? So he has to come to the conclusion that yes, your product, your service, this fits a need or want that I have, okay? And once you do that, that is what's going to cause this person to cross the bridge over to where you are, okay? And that's why I say don't just offer a low price or cut your price in half or something like that, because that just really diminishes the value of what you're providing, okay? What you want to do is you want to educate by an epiphany bridge, okay? And what is an epiphany bridge? Well, most of the time, whenever a entrepreneur, restaurant owner, construction company, something like that. Most of the time, whenever they start a business, they are solving a problem of their own life, right? So, for example, I don't know why restaurant owners are sticking out to me tonight, but we're just going to go with that, okay? So, a restaurant owner is like, man, I make a really good, we're in Louisiana, or I'm in Louisiana, right? We make a really good crawfish gumbo. All right, crawfish gumbo. I'm going to make a restaurant and we're going to just make the best crawfish gumbo out there. Okay. Now, any other restaurant, whatever that food is. Okay. Um, Construction companies, I'm going to provide the best quality construction there is. Just whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Okay. You have to tell your customer like, hey, I had this problem too. And here's what I did to go figure out how to solve my problem. And then ultimately, this was the conclusion that I stumbled across in. Okay. So first off, what is the problem? Now, what you're doing here, you are relating to your customer. Okay. If your customer has a problem with maybe like a health issue or maybe like a skin problem or something, and you have a product that will help that issue. You can say something like, do you have a problem with XYZ? I did too. And I searched all the world looking for something. And then I found this. Okay. That is how you kind of, you grab the attention of your customers. Okay. You're not telling them, hey, come buy my product because it'll do X, Y, and Z. That's trying to sell right there. And people, especially in today's world, people have they're very standoffish with that direct sales approach. Okay. But if you do it like this, okay, you are showing them like, hey, I had this problem too. And they're like, oh, well, hey, they're talking about that problem they had. I had that same problem. Let me listen in. Okay. And then what did you do? What did you do? Or maybe what did you find out? What happened? Okay. How did you come across this? Well, maybe you maybe you tried 17 different products and none of them worked. And then on number 18, you stumbled across this miracle, whatever, drug, cream, supplement, whatever. Okay. That is what happened. Okay. You tried different things, you kept going, you kept failing. And what you're doing with this is you're relating to your customer. Okay. You're showing them that you have been through some of the same things that they've gone through. And this right here, okay, that is why they should listen to you. Okay. You had the same problem that they had, and then you went on this journey to do something about it. Okay. Because at one point you were right here. All right. At one point you were on this side of the bridge, and you are showing them how you built the bridge to the other side of the problem. Okay. So if this is like, a river, okay, and here's the problem. Okay. This is how you cross the bridge over the problem. Okay. And this is how you're going to relate to your customers that they should listen to you. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily matter. Please hear what I'm saying when I say this, okay? It doesn't necessarily what it doesn't necessarily matter what solution or product that you are offering, okay? You are opening the door um to why they should listen to you in the first place. Okay, does that make sense? So this is why they should listen to you. And then this last piece, okay, the solution. This is why they should cross the bridge over to you. Okay. So you set up the problem. I had a problem with this, that, and the other. Okay. I had a problem with maybe some health issues, some whatever. Okay. Um, I had a problem with, my roofing friend. Okay. I had a problem with, I didn't want to pay for a contract or sign a contract before the work got done, things like that. Okay. That was my problem. What did you do about it? Well, I tried 17 different products and none of them worked. And then a friend introduced me to X, Y, and Z product. Okay. And then I tried that for a month and sure enough, my skin began to clear up or, my problem began to go away. And then I found out, okay, that by doing this product or this service or at my restaurant, we put, XYZ special flavoring in there to make the crawfish gumbo better. Or with this particular formulation that I found, it helped people like me that had this unique problem that none of the other products helped. That is how you set up your Epiphany Bridge, okay? We call this the Epiphany Bridge because we want this person right here who is in question land to have the epiphany, all right? And we want them to have the epiphany for themselves, all right? So you're not in the marketing game, okay? You are not trying to beat them over the head and convince them that your product is the best thing since sliced bread. You are trying to show them that your product will ultimately solve the problem that they have, okay? You are not selling the solution per se, you are selling the answer to the problem. All right. So and this is how you do that. You start off with, I had the problem too, or this is what the problem is, or here's why a lot of people, don't have success with XYZ. Okay. And then you tell them about the journey that you went on to find the solution, and here's the solution. Okay. This is Epiphany Bridges. All right. You are showing them why they should cross the bridge. You are not coming to the bridge or making the bridge less flat or something like that. The bridge is the bridge. If if it takes 10 years of hard study and training to be a doctor, you don't want to cut that down to 2 months, right? You don't want to make the journey easier necessarily. You want to show them that there is a path to the solution. And once they have that epiphany, they will cross the bridge themselves. They will go, they will pay whatever the money is. They will pay with their time. They will pay with their interest. Maybe it takes them a while to go across the bridge, whatever that is. The bridge is the bridge, okay? You are just showing them that the solution is over here where you are, okay? So you don't want to poke holes in the bridge. You don't want to make the bridge flatter or easier to go across in a sense, okay? The solution is the solution. But what you want to do is you want them to get the idea that, hey, this person has what I'm looking for. This restaurant has the best, rack of ribs that I've ever had. I'm going to go to their restaurant. This product, is what will help my particular skin problem, okay? This product will help my chronic inflammation, whatever that is. That is how you build an epiphany bridge and you get your customers to essentially sell themselves. Your job as a marketer is not to sell, okay? I want to be very clear on that. Your job is not to sell. Your job is to educate and to make sure that your customers have the same epiphany that you did about your solution. Okay. So again, this book, Russell obviously does a much better job of explaining it than I do. He's got a couple little pictograms in there and stuff like that. But I just kind of wanted to talk about it for a few minutes and show you that this is how this whole messed up looking whiteboard. This is how you build a bridge for your customer to have the epiphany and walk across that bridge to you. Okay, that is how you do effective lead gen, marketing of your product, service, your business, whatever. This is how you do it. Your customer has to have the epiphany first, and then they'll cross the bridge wherever it leads. Okay, so anyway, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, scott@kingdomgold.net, just like it's spelled. I'd love to connect with you, and let me know if you have any questions or comments. Bye, guys.